Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and what a beautiful day it is to be a bear. Wonderful down move we had today. I had no idea if which way it was going to break. I was hoping it was going to break this way. I'd put odds of 60-40 in favor of the bulls, only because the bulls manipulate this market so bad. But I went ahead and went short anyway yesterday, so regardless of the 60-40 odds, because there's no way I was going to go long with that triangle looking ready to break either way. So I was basically going to either, get it handed to me if I want to break out to the upside, or I was going to make some money on the downside. Unfortunately, it did break down to the downside. So this chart now is looking very, very ugly. As you can clearly see, this weekly chart is just starting. This is important to notice for the coming weeks ahead. There's no guarantee, of course, that they can't kind of go sideways here for another week and kind of straighten this out, but we are headed down. I mean, for a multi-week period. That doesn't mean that we won't have bounces along the way, and even next week we could actually have a positive week, but you can clearly see the damage is being done. This is just clearly running out of steam here, getting ready to go negative. We probably have a touch there, or almost a touch here, with the MACD. The MACD is getting ready to cross, as well as, more importantly, this pointing down, and a strong down. It's a lot different than this one here. When this one here pointed down, look at where we was. We were quite high on the MACD histogram bars, and here we're almost at zero. It's a much more powerful down move than what was here. When you looked at here, there was no sign. Actually, when you're looking at it here, you could look here and you didn't even see a cross. So they were still pointing up, so that's kind of a signal that it wasn't going to last very long, as it went down and dipped back up. So that's kind of an important thing to notice. So that's the difference between this down move and the down move that we have here now. I definitely believe this is a much more powerful down move. We are going to go down. Of course, we will have bounces along the way, but we are looking to head down for the next several weeks. We have done quite a bit of technical damage here with this daily chart closing below the 50-day moving average. Now, I do believe they're going to bounce it tomorrow and try to recapture that line, and so you should expect the bulls to come back hard and try to bounce it up in the morning. Now, I don't know what the close is going to be. I don't know if they're going to be able to close this positive, or if they're just going to bounce up in the morning and it's going to roll over into the close. I'm leaning towards it bouncing up early in the morning and rolling over into the close, and actually breaking this line and closing down another day. And the reason for that is because of all the negativity out there. The worry of the day of rage with the Muslim Brotherhood, and even though we know it's all staged and all that, we all know that the CIA is behind giving them money to get them to do this, because the elite want to cause chaos over there so that they can get that rioting to continue over here in America, so that they can get their military state in here and declare martial law. Then they can chip us all and strip away more of our rights and take away our guns, and just goes on and on and on. These gangsters plan all this. It's all the plan. It's their plan. So make no mistake about it. It is their plan. But so that's still, though, with the traders out there, I don't think that it's going to go up here, make a 50% retracement and close positive. It's possible, but I don't give it as high odds of closing positive as I do it's going up and then selling off into the close because of fear. So maybe it don't close down too much. I don't know. I mean, it's possible we could have a crash tomorrow. I mean, we got a fake print of 52.27, on the Qs. That's 4-point drop from here on the QQQs, 4 Qs. That's probably the equivalent of, I don't know, 600 or 700 points in the Dow. Does that mean it's got to hit tomorrow? No. But, you know, it's going to hit at some point. So, and we've got lots of technical damage here. We are below all 3 of these moving averages, and we've got the 10-day crossing over the 20. I'll grant you, we did have it there as well. We did have the 10 crossing over the 20 as well there. But again, the difference between those was when you looked at the weekly chart. When you look at the weekly chart between November and December, let's go back to that. It's very important. Between November and December, which was right in this area right here, you looked at the weekly chart, you seen it dip right here, like I said, but the MACDs were still moving up, and the histogram bars were still up here in positive 10 territory as they rolled over and dipped down. So the things have changed now. We are now at 0 almost, or just, well, 0.56. That's where we're at. Just above 0. Half a point above 0. And getting ready to roll over. So it looks a lot different. So I don't believe it's just going to be a move similar to this one here and then back up. I think we're going to roll down for a while. And, you know, so it should be more of a move like this. And who knows how much it's going to move back up. But we'll take that, you know, when we get there. You look at the monthly chart, and that ought to scare you too, as the monthly here is looking to roll over as well. So you can see on it, it does have a cross right now. I believe it has crossed on the monthly, and so, you know, of course that could change back because it's a whole month and we're early into this month. But I think that we're going to dip down. Now, whether or not we sell off like this for a couple months and then turn and go back up towards the end of the year, that's possible. Because, you know, let's be honest. Let's look at this. This here monthly chart isn't showing any signs of rolling over, and it's certainly not overbought. It's not up here very high. It's come from negative 150, and it's just now above 0 on that one and approaching 50 on that. This could just dip down here for several months and then come right back up and slowly roll over, and we could come back and recover some later in the year. That's a possibility. I don't know. I can't answer that. That's too far out. But getting back to the daily here, you can clearly see we have no signs of turning up. We are not even at 0 right now. We're headed down. We could easily go down here and go to negative 20 over the course of several weeks. So that's, we're below 50 here pointing down. We are below 50 here pointing down. I don't see anything to be bullish about, even though next week is options expiration week. I don't see it being bullish. Now, short term, if we're a bounce tomorrow morning, absolutely. Absolutely. The 60-minute chart is showing no signs of curling back up yet, but you know, that's to be expected. What you expect it to do is to curl back up, and when it gets about, you know, somewhere in this range, you look at the market, and the market should take another leg down as it works its way back up. And that's where you put in a positive divergence. The market's actually going down, and the histogram bars are getting more and more shallow and approaching the 0 line. And that's what we'd kind of expect to see happen. And but, you know, it's not even at that point yet. We don't even got any divergence yet. So this selling is not done. We could very well drop to, you know, that's some support right in that range, 1250, 1260 range. Looks like there was a lot of support in that area. And there's a gap to be filled there. That looks about 1260 or 1258 or 55. So that area could easily be a drop tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. All I'm going to say is that I expect it to go up in the morning and then roll over. So what I am looking for is right here, this 30-minute chart. I'm looking for this 30-minute chart to run up here and put in a small histogram tower. I don't know how big, but a small one above here, if it makes it that high, and then roll over. And it's all going to be based upon time and the price level that we're hitting. I'm looking for maybe about 13.10. And the reason I say that is if ignore this line here and look at the line right here, and that puts you at 13.10. I think he's hitting the tails here, but if you extend this on out, well, I guess this one here could actually be it too. But let's look at a different one here and see here. Well, we don't have it on this one. Here's a better view of what I'm actually looking for. This longer term trend line was the one I was looking for more than anything. So I'm thinking we could get up there maybe and hit that 13.10 area. It's possible, and that would allow this time to get up here and get overbought, and then just roll over for another leg down. So, because it's just, I mean, it's still showing down. You can still see it's still showing down. It's down here, down here. It doesn't mean it shouldn't bounce. We just want this to get up here so you can get short again. That's what I'm looking to see. So, and this here, again, on the 60, no signs at all of turning up on the 60. Daily just now starting to, really roll over. So there's no signs of it turning up. This is going to be a while, but doing this move down. It's not going to just stop all of a sudden next week, I don't believe. I just don't see him being able to turn it. It's like turning the Titanic when you're running into the iceberg. You don't have enough power. It's too big. You might turn a little speedboat if you're the smaller term 60-minute charts and 15, 30-minute charts, but trying to turn the weekly and the daily, it's a lot harder to do. It's going to go down for a while. Now today, I got out somewhere, I closed my shorts somewhere around this area right here. After I seen these two tails, bottoming tails, I went ahead and closed out. It looked like it was going to be the low of the day, and it wasn't. It did go a little bit lower, but that's okay. I caught a big move because I was short here and went to here, so you can't catch them all, obviously. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then I was waiting on this 15-minute chart to get up here and get overbought. And it did take me by surprise here that it came down here and put in a lower low. I was watching this 15-minute chart go up here. I thought we'd go up a little bit more and then maybe pop down a little, maybe come back up again. We didn't. We stayed up above it, okay? But the actual price went and put in a new low. And that took me a little bit by surprise. I missed that move, so daggone it. So, can't miss them all, but hey, that's okay. Or you can't get them all, but that's okay. So I thought what would happen here is this would go down here and stop around here, maybe put in a B move down, and then there'd be a C wave back into the close or something to try to recover, but it turned out to be an all down day. And I didn't know one way or another, so I was thinking maybe it's going to be an A, a B, and then a C up here to my 13.10 area. So it didn't work out quite like that, but that's okay. So it went down, so I missed that little bit. And so for tomorrow, I know it looks like it's ready to roll down here, and it could, but I think these lows right here are going to hold early in the morning. I think we are going to cycle back up and try to push up. Maybe it dips early quickly as there's some people come in quick and try to short thinking it's going to just collapse, and I think they're going to probably whip it back up based upon the 30-minute chart. The 30-minute chart still wanting to come up. So the 15's got to fight the 30. The 30 is a more powerful chart. So the 30 is going to lift that 15-minute chart up, I believe. So any down move here will be limited, I do believe. If it curls over it off, it just doesn't just come straight back up. And it can do like these right here. See how this one looks like it's ready to roll over? Nope, push back up. Looks like it's ready to roll over. Nope, push back up. Looks like it's ready to roll over, and then bam, really push back up. See this area right in here? Okay. Now, I'm not expecting this kind of move. Don't get me wrong. We did too much technical damage for this kind of move to happen. But I am expecting some type of retrace up. I don't know how high, but I'm really just going to be playing it based upon time of the day, what price level it's at. If it's hitting that, if it bangs on one of these trend lines, maybe at 13.10, like I was looking again to 60 here. If it goes up here and back test that, Yeah, that's probably more like 13, 12. If it got that far back up, man, I'd be all over it there. That's probably about a 50% retracement. But you really have to just kind of look at this chart and see how it kind of gets up here and is ready to roll over. And at the same time, you want to match it up with this one here getting peaked and ready to roll over. And so what we want to see is we want to see these MACDs run up here and get positive again, or at least get up here close to 0. And so they're pretty oversold here at -4. We want to see them push up as well as this pushes up, and ideally get up there at least to 0, maybe peak a little bit above it. All at the same time, you'd want to see this recycle back up a little bit as well. I don't know if it's going to go past the 50 and up a little higher, or if it just gets rejected and gets ready to roll over at the 50. Hard to say on that one, but you're really kind of basing it on the 30. And then of course the 5-minute chart, it's hard to tell on it what you'd want to see something like this tomorrow, this peak at the same time that this one here is peaking, at the same time that the 30 has rolled up here and ready to roll over. So what I'm going to be really focused on is to see how far this is able to roll up before it looks like it's ready to roll over. I don't know. It could go all the way up here to 80 for all I know, and then want to roll over. It's doubtful because the charts are so negative. It might get slapped back down to 50, or maybe up here. It's hard to say, but you just have to look at it here and get a feel for it, and watch it and see where it's at. It's a combination of watching this move up on the 30, on the 15, on the 5. As well as, are we coming up and back testing this? And so that's kind of what I'm looking for as for tomorrow. And then at the end of the day, I don't know if it gets overbought. You can expect it to sell off until the close. Why wouldn't it? I mean, look at these daily charts. This is horrible. There's no sign of it turning back up. When this thing gets below, I mean, it's already below 50, so it's already in bear territory. When it gets below 20, it's in massive bear territory. So anyway, that's what I got. That's what I'm thinking for the bar. So I don't think this is over, folks. I think it's up a little bit tomorrow in the morning session. After possibly, again, a possible quick dip based upon this 15 wanting to roll down. So a possible quick shakeout here on the down move, only to recycle back up as that 30 should push us back up. And of course we did get a fake print on the SPY, couple of them, and I posted it on the blog. They were for let's see, 131, looking at it here, 131.38 is one of them at 12 p.m. at noon, 131.38, and the other one was for 131.18. So either way, 131 clearly says you're going to go close to 1310, because that's 131. SPY runs a little bit higher than that, so that's what it's kind of telling you. So whether that happens or not, I don't know. We'll see. That's all I got, gang. I will see you tomorrow, and good luck. And all you bears that made some money, don't forget your old friend Red here, and feel free to click on the old donate button here and shoot me $10 or something so I can buy me some beer, cheap beer. I'm not a expensive date, some cheap beer. I don't drink very much anymore. I used to when I was a kid, but I was wilder days. But now I'm a little older and much more tame. But every now and then I like to have a beer or two. So feel free to donate. If you feel that I've helped you in any way. If I've hurt you, well, okay, don't donate then. All right, guys, that's it. Good luck, everyone.